දසනකාන්තී චූර්ණය සහිත ලීවර් ආයිෂ් දන්තාලේපය දත්වල ඇති ප්‍රශ්න 10ක් වලකයි.
Today is the second day of the United Nations Climate Change Conference or COP27, which is being held in the city of Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt, attended by more than 100 world leaders. The conference commenced under the chairmanship of Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi.
Crisis shakes the entire world. Crisis between Russia and Ukraine. My country is not one of the strongest economically. We suffered greatly from the COVID-19 pandemic over 2 years. And today we are suffering once again due to this other crisis, this unnecessary war. I imagine, of course, that the entire world is suffering. Would like to appeal to you. Please, allow me to say this in all respect. This war must stop.
It's time for an historic pact between the developed and the emerging economies. A pact in which developed countries deliver at the commitment made in Paris and make an additional effort to reduce emissions in line with 1.5-degree goal. And a pact in which wealthier countries provide financial and technical assistance, along with support for multilateral development banks and technology companies to help emerging economies speed their renewable energy transition, as it is also necessary for us all. COP27 must be the place to close the ambition gap, the credibility gap, and the solidarity gap. COP27 must be the place to rebuild trust and re-establish the ambition needed to avoid driving our planet over the climate cliff. In the last few weeks, report after report has painted a clear and bleak picture. Emissions are still growing at record levels. Instead of going down 45% by 2030, as scientists tell us must happen, greenhouse gas emissions are now on course to rise by 10%. And meanwhile, temperatures are on course to rise by as much as 2.8 degrees with the present policies in place by the end of the century. And that means our planet is on course for reaching tipping points and that will make climate chaos irreversible and forever bake in catastrophic temperature rise. We need to move from tipping points to turning points for hope. And that means urgently increasing ambition and trust, especially between North and South.
In the meantime, President Ranil Wickremesinghe today requested UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to convene a meeting of agricultural ministers of all nations to assess food needs for the next 2 years. The Sri Lankan head of state also called for the submission of a report to ensure food security. On the sidelines of COP27, meanwhile, President Wickremesinghe met with several dignitaries. President Ranil Wickremesinghe held discussions with Special Presidential Envoy for Climate and Environment and head of the delegation from the Republic of Korea at COP27, Na Kyung-won. President Wickremesinghe also met with British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. According to the President's media division, President Wickremesinghe extended his warm wishes to the new Prime Minister. President Ranil Wickremesinghe also carried out bilateral discussions with President of the Republic of Slovenia, Borut Pahor. Meanwhile, the Sri Lankan head of state met with the US Special Presidential Envoy for Climate, John Kerry, on the sidelines of COP27. In other developments, President Ranil Wickremesinghe is due to address the conference tomorrow.